Look how tall this corn is. When did we do our first garden?
We started growing this garden 6 months ago. Oh, little frog. Mr. Froggy, feed you to the chickens.
What? Oh no, 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 no.
Sorry, Mr. Frog. And we're pretty excited about how it's growing so far.
Look how tall this corn is. When did we do our first garden?
2020? No, 21.
It was 21, okay. In 2021, this didn't exist. This was dead.
We messed up the garden. We messed up the garden real hard this year. And I even killed corn. I didn't know you could kill corn. We did it. I thought you just plant it and it grows, but somehow we planted it and it died.
So being able to grow corn possibly this year is really cool. It's not sweet corn, it is popping corn, but if we can get this to grow, we have snacks for the winter time.
She'll have snacks. Healthy snacks, but snacks.
So I think that's pretty cool. We decided to do something called, what is it called? The Three Sisters. Well, we did 2 sisters.
One less sister. Yeah, one less sister.
So it's when you plant corn, squash, and beans all together. Thank goodness we didn't do the 3 sisters because we are overrun. I don't love this method. I think it's really quite annoying when we have to go pick the beans because I'm having to push through the corn to try to find any of the beans. And it ends up taking twice as long as it would if I just didn't have any corn here. So I won't be doing that again next year. This is the first time that we are able to get onions to grow. So we started these guys from seed in February.
So we planted 99 onions. And we ended up with, I think it's been like 2 weeks, and we have 2, one here and one here, which is great, but that's an abysmal like 2%, 1%, 1%, 2%, 2% germination rate, which is horrible. So today I was at the feed store and I grabbed myself a few more kinds so that we can plant those. Some red onions, some yellow onions. So what we'll do is we're gonna pop those into a bowl, pop them into these where nothing has sprouted, and hopefully we'll have some onions in the near future. I stopped using the Sharpie, and now whenever I go to pick up a seed, I can't tell if it's dirt or seed because I've been poking with my finger.
Our first batch died, so this is our second batch of onions, and some of them are getting quite thick. So you can see the onion bulb.
Damn, boy, he's thick! Boy, that's a thick-ass boy! Damn!
I'm pretty hopeful, and I think that we will be able to harvest our first ever onions here. Here's the peas. As you may know from our other video, we have 2 different kinds of pea trellises. So this one here that's doing bad, this is Ben's. Ben did the bad pea trellis. Mine is also bad. I also did a bad pea trellis. The problem with these guys is that we did it when they were far too big, so it just kind of made a tangled mess. But as you can see, the peas are growing, so that's all that matters. Welcome to the cole crops. And for those of you that don't know, we are cole crop kalers. Is that funny, babe?
Okay. A lame attempt at humor, swing and a miss.
It's not funny. Because it's like kale and kill.
No, keep it going. Keep it going. That was so tight. No, keep it going. Keep it.
Cereal kalers. I don't know what this is. This might be broccoli. This might be cauliflower. Cauliflower. This might be kale. I don't know. I didn't plant this, but it bolted. Well, it looks like it's going to bolt. It hasn't yet bolted, but it's dying. And we're going to get no cabbage this year. So no cabbage soup.
No soup for you.
This is our chaos garden. And to really get the feeling of the chaos garden, you have to look at it from the other way. So for some reason, the bottom of our chaos garden is overrun. It's doing fantastic. Up top here, we're struggling. But let me come down to the bottom. We are slowly getting overrun with zucchinis. I see about 5 starting on this one, about another 5 on that one, and so forth. So if you are my neighbor, expect zucchini here in the next few weeks.
Will you take some zucchini, please?
Also, I saw online that these are edible. Has anyone eaten a zucchini or squash leaf? They feel fuzzy. Does that go away when you cook it?
Put it in your mouth.
Okay. Yummy. It's very thick down here,
Thick ass boy!
and we thought that we planted these really far apart. As you can see, we did not. So we thought our garden was huge this year. Next year we need to double it, just like our meat birds apparently. So next year we're doing 400. Every homesteader has a vegetable that they love growing the most. Mine for sure is tomatoes. So this year I've done Sicilian and black Krim. There is some grape tomatoes in here from my saved seeds from last year, but mostly it is Sicilian and black Krim. And what those ones are, they're the big, lumpy, ugly tomatoes is what I call them. So I'm really excited for those ones this year, and I plan on canning them up so that we can enjoy them all winter. There's like a big, ugly looking one, and I don't know where it is. So you can see it's big and lumpy. Kind of looks like, I guess people call them heirloom tomatoes. We tried to plant our carrots in the tomato garden. Don't do that. That's a bad idea.
We're trying something a little bit different this year with our carrots that we've read online. And this is a goop that we made with carrot seeds, cornstarch, and water. See, the idea is you take the cornstarch and the seeds and it spreads them out enough so that you can snip off a little corner here. And then you'll be able to plant them in a row. I think my hole was too big. That's okay. And then we just cover them over.
We put them at the time where there was space. We kind of just sprinkled carrots everywhere, and there's no space in here. So our carrots just aren't seeing any sun. So they aren't really moving past this stage. But that's okay because we have no cabbage, so we're not making cabbage soup anyway. So what do we need carrots for? Yeah, there's all these, but they're not doing anything. They're just decorative carrots. This year was a weird year for spinach. It got way too hot too fast, so a lot of this just bolted. But thankfully, it doesn't go to waste. We have goats and they love it. So we usually just pick some of this off and feed it to the goats. The white one is Milky, and she's my favorite. I know you shouldn't play favorites because they're all pretty nice, but Milky's my favorite. My finger was too close, it was gonna get chomped off.
George bit my finger.
Bucky never eats anything, so this is new. Other than that, in this garden, we have some romaine. We're apparently very bad at eating salad because look at the amount of romaine. Our summer diet goals, that doesn't even exist. We're not eating salad, as you can see, but again, we can feed it to the goats. And then there's some beets. They're not really exciting though. We've never really successfully grown peppers before. Last year we grew peppers and there was probably 2 baby peppers on them.
Not probably. That's actually all we got.
They were supposed to be jalapeno peppers, but they were sweet. So I don't know what we grew last year. This year, however, my peppers look awesome. They ideally would be in a greenhouse, but we don't have one of those. So we put these glass panels on top and it seems to be doing a really good job. In the past few days, a bunch of little baby peppers have popped up. So it is way more than the 2 peppers that we grew last year. So I'm really excited and hoping that I can can up some salsa this year. It's kind of an ugly looking pepper, but it is a baby pepper. There's another one there. So we grew yellow peppers this year as well as jalapenos. So, oh, this looks like some hot peppers. That's really cool.
You put your finger on it, I can't see.
That's a baby jalapeno pepper.